What's up, my sexy Scorpios? Welcome to your reading for September 2019. This is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Scorpio. You may be in love with Scorpio. You may be intuitively guided to the reading. Thank you for paying attention to your intuition. I notice more and more and more people being guided, and I feel blessed. You know, if you're going to put in the work, it's great to see that it means something. Airplane just flew over. It's funny, an airplane just flew over, because I was thinking while I was shuffling your cards, reminding me to remind you to feel free to ask for confirmation during this reading from your guides, in the form of a name, a number, a letter, a color. And I thought to myself, an airplane taking off. So it's just funny that I just heard an airplane take off, because you don't hear it that often here. Lets me know that I'm in tune and I'm ready. So let's begin. Alright, my loves, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with this deck, which is a major, or their only major arcanas. This is going to give us the overall feeling of the reading. And then we will add another deck in, okay? Just go ahead and relax. So you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just put yourself in a peaceful state. Just let go of the flow. Now, let go of the flow. Just go with the flow. Let go of the flow. And let's begin. We have the Emperor, card of Aries. Look at that, we have the Empress. We have the Emperor and the Empress together. That very seldom happens, and I do cards every single day. That very seldom happens. We have Justice, and we have a Hangman. This is definitely, I feel like Justice just popped out here to let me know that this Empress and Emperor could be our mother and father, right? I feel like Justice is popping out to say, no, this is about the connection between these two people. You could already be married here. Could be waiting to be married. I'll tell you one thing, though, with this energy coming out, I mean, let's look deeper, but I feel very, very positive that this is meant to happen. It doesn't feel like it's happening right now, for whatever the reason. We'll figure that out. The balance is off in some way. And, I mean, it could be one wanting to get married and the other one doesn't. I don't think it has anything to do about love, though. Like, well, you don't want to marry me, then you don't love me. That would be false. Love is there. Okay. We have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, and I don't know why I'm not surprised at all. I almost knew it was going to be on the bottom of the deck. I don't know why. This is a card of Virgo. So I'm feeling Virgo. I just knew it was going to be Virgo in your reading, and I'm not sure why yet. Somebody could want a divorce. I have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have the Nine of Swords. Libra pretty strong in your reading. I have the Six of Wands. Well, something, Six of Wands is the card of victory, and Justice is right above it. So I like that. All I know is Justice is holding up the Hangman. And what Justice is waiting for is victory. Though someone is afraid that that is not what they will get. That's not the picture they will get. That is not the outcome that they'll get. They're definitely worried over this could be a court of law. This Emperor and Empress could be in a court of law, and one is worried that they won't receive victory. I have the Princess of Pentacles. Interesting. Somebody needs to learn something first before victory is called. So if this is in a court of law, something's being looked at, searched for. It may affect money. I feel like I just want my victory and I want to go. Just give me my victory so I can go. Because right now it's holding me still. It's keeping me in a low energy, in an anxious, fearful energy. I feel like someone may even be in a court against their own mother. Could be over the mother's money, though, in some fashion. But nonetheless, whatever this is, I can feel, and it's multiple things. But the ultimate feeling I have is I'm afraid that I'm not going to get the victory that I need to then allow me to move on. There's the energy of wanting to move on. There's the energy of not being able to move on. There's definitely the energy of feeling that people aren't hearing me in the right way. Everything's just messed up around it. All right, I want to keep going. I was only going to take those 4 cards, but I need to figure out what this is for you. I can tell you one thing. There's many of you not moving forward. And it may be out of your hands. Okay, well, let's keep going. We have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. at that. We have Justice again. And we have Queen of Wands. Okay, well, I also feel, let's just flip the table for a second, because I feel for some of you, this is about someone that you're interested in, and I feel that they are the ones saying they're getting a divorce. And even on that, I feel there's one more of, I'm going through something, and this may be splitting of items, and this may also be in a court of law, because I feel like there is a secret that I keep, and if it was heard, it could change an outcome for me, not favorably. Okay, this is what I fear. I fear this. Well, I don't know. I hate to say they won't find out about it, but because in a way, I felt the energy before of them looking for something before movement could continue. So, if nothing else, they may be looking in that direction. Let me just put it that way. And then again, I have the energy of waiting for someone else to make this disconnect with someone else. And you may be fearful that their wife or husband knows about you. It just feels like a tangled web here. And what's in the middle of it is fear. Fear because you can't, there's something about this that you can't control, right? It's almost out of your control. It is out of your control, so to speak. I ultimately think victory is yours, but there's something within this time period before the victory. Get your last card out. Thank you. Seven of Wands, man. That's the energy of defending oneself. Defending myself. I mean, are all Scorpios going through a divorce? I know that's not the case, because I know many of you, and many of you aren't even married. But here we have the energy of, and it may be defending my way, defending the direction I want to take. It may be a spiritual direction, and people around you are anything but. So you're in that mode of, standing up for what it is you believe. We go from the Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands here. And ultimately, this is your victory, right? Because ultimately, through the Seven of Wands, you stop caring. You really stop caring about needing to defend yourself. You are able to let that go. 7 being a spiritual number tells me, it's with spiritual help. But this is part of your path, is the path of spirituality. And I don't know. I just feel like for some, it's like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. What do you mean? What do you mean you're going to do tarot readings online? What the hell does that even mean? Don't you worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's funny, because when I began my channel, I really told no one. And there's very few people know what I do outside of you guys. Not because I don't want them to know, I just don't bring it up. It just doesn't come up. And I told my daughter that, I'm like, be careful, like, going out and just telling everyone even though you kind of want to. You know, you're proud of the business you're building and you want to bring those you love in, but some just, you're not quite on the same vibration. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, but ultimately it lets me know that you just stop caring what everyone says. And I really like that. We have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck, card of Leo. You know, it's funny. I did your reading a little while ago, and I think there were some noises that happened, so I just scrapped it. I still have it, but, you know, I decided not to put it out, and I didn't finish it. But anyways, the Strength card and the Hermit came up exactly how it is right now on the bottom of each one of these decks. Exactly. Because I said, this is mother and son energy. The Hermit is me. I'm a Virgo. Strength card is my son. He's a Leo. And I said in your reading, I'm not surprised because my daughter is a Scorpio. So here it is again. Nice. Okay. All right. I'm going to start with the Emperor and the Empress. I just realized they're not really looking at each other. They don't seem to be in harmony right now. Yeah, I don't think they're in harmony. I have the Fool and I have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Look at this. I have the Prince of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, which is following over the Empress. I have a feeling this Princess of Pentacles down here is the one who wanted out. You know, I just want my victory so I can go my own way. Well, we have this Prince of Pentacles up here, and we have this King of Pentacles down here, who is in some way affected by, you know, the final decision, whatever that may be. And he's attached to the Six of Cups, so hello. This is someone from the past. So someone's in a relationship, whether married or not, but they're, you know, I one time made a commitment to this person. And, you know, I don't know, you went out. Or it's just, you know, it's coming to an end, and I do feel like it's coming to an illegal end for a lot of you. And by the way, I'm not predicting that you're getting a divorce. This is energy just clearly, very, very clear to you. Especially with the Empress, because you're the one who, let me split. I want, you know, I want mine and I want to go. And I don't know. I mean, the Emperor with this Queen of Swords above him, the This could certainly be someone on his path. I got one card down here. Look at that. We have the Hermit in between. Okay, some of you are directly connected to this Virgo. And I want to tell you something here. I have two people who are on two different paths now. You know, we could have been together 10, 20 years. We could have been together for 1 year. At one time, we felt like, you know, we were harmonious. And now it feels like, you know, we're two different people. And, you know, we're just, it just doesn't feel like us anymore. And I have to say, it's like the universe hearing that, feeling that, knowing that. Maybe it's meant to be. But it's showing me two different paths now, two different directions. It's showing me the Emperor somewhat turning his back against a spiritual journey. Doesn't mean he's not spiritual, but that's not what's going to be leading him. It's showing me the Empress turning onto a spiritual journey. And, you know, it really has nothing to do with this person from the past other than it kind of feels meant to be, right? It feels right. Even if it doesn't feel right, it feels right. It just feels right. So, and so it is. So it is. Okay, let's look at the Hangman, because something's stopping all this from taking place. What is it? What is it? The Lovers. Wow. First of all, it's a card of Gemini. So there's something within the Lover's energy, which it may be a decision, is what's stopping this energy from moving forward with this person from the past. Lovers is a head over heart decision. So it very well may be the decision itself. Let's take another one on that. Oh, the Devil. Card of Capricorn. I'm not really feeling that it's a Capricorn. It could be. Especially with the Hangman here too. You know, I feel like this is the energy of, I feel like being tied to my circumstances. There's a damn fly flying around here, and, you know, I hate to kill anything, but I hate flies. So when they come in my room, I say to them, you picked the wrong room, because otherwise you would have lived, but now you gotta die. I hate them. So, let me pause. Okay, I'm back. Our little buddy didn't make it. Anyways, this is, you know, I'm feeling like the energy of being tied to a situation. Even the fighting a connection that you feel, you know, it's okay. Let me slow down for a second. It's like I enter into a relationship with someone. Maybe I marry them, right? And I love them. But in my heart, there is still someone, right? There's someone from my past that just kind of owns my heart. Doesn't mean I'm unable to love, right, another. Just means they hold a special part. This is something maybe I could never get rid of. Sometimes it feels like a curse. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse, because many times it feels like a curse, because it's there. It's just there. And I feel like, in your heart of hearts, you may feel guilty over that. And for someone, you may feel guilty. This is why your current relationship, is not working, or maybe ending. That's what you're feeling. That's what you're worried about. That's the guilt you have. I feel like you got to let that go. You got to let that go, because, especially if it's a twin, you can't help that energy. You can learn to love another and still love, if this is your twin, right? The thing about a twin is you don't necessarily need to have them physically there. So it can almost be like having a love affair while you're in a relationship, that type of thing. Anyway, I feel someone feels a little guilt over that, but nonetheless, heading on a path towards it. Let's take one more card there. Look at that. Jeez. I have the Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Scorpios, your readings are just always so good. Maybe not good to live, but they are great readings to do. They're just so interesting and intertwined, just like a Scorpio. Okay. Okay, so I feel like for a few of you, you're already in touch with this person from your past, with this person who holds this connection with you. And it's probably an eternal connection, so it's not something that you can probably just lose. You can quiet it, but can you lose it altogether? I don't know. Anyway, I feel like for a few of you, you are in contact with this person, and you're being pushed to get moving. Or it could be flipped. You're pushing them to get moving. Get moving. Yeah. If it's not happening now, this could be a possible argument down the road with this person from the past. You have pentacle energy all over here, all over this person from the past. So if it's not pentacle in their chart, I'd be surprised. Sun, moon, or rising, by the way, and it could be different planets. Okay, so that argument may be coming up if there's no movement. If there's no movement, this is due to non-movement. Because it feels like non-committal, then I'm not committing to you. So there's something in here, I don't feel you're committed to me, even though I kind of feel like you both kind of are. But maybe you're not feeling it. I don't know. Okay. Well, that tells us a little bit of where the stagnation's coming from on one side. Let's keep going. We're going to jump down to the Queen of Swords with the Nine of Swords. We have the Two Pentacles. This Queen of Swords is somehow involved in a decision. You could very well be the Queen of Swords. Did you see a card flipped? Look at that. I don't know when that happened, but we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Ten of Cups. Let's make some room. It is Queen of Swords. Seem to have a lot of fear. She's the one who's got a lot of fear attached to her. And her fear is coming out of having to make a decision. It can almost feel like a tower moment because it feels like the decision is kind of abrupt. Like I have to make the decision. It may also be about even making communication. I need to make the decision if I'm going to make the communication, if I'm going to go forward. I notice there's someone in the past attached. This may be your person from the past, because their focus is on also fighting. In ego energy. So she knows there's someone that she could have the Ten of Cups with, that she could be in a great relationship. Let's put it that way, okay? If you don't know, the Ten of Cups is very loving, easily put the other before myself. It's just naturally what I want to do. Why wouldn't I? You know, that type of energy. And then, you know, your energy, therefore, helps motivate other people. So your joyful energy spreads. So there's purpose to that. So someone knowing that exists, right, but not quite getting there, or getting back to it. There's an argument about how to, you know, it's almost like the argument's about love, like how to love. Well, who's right and who's wrong? I got my perspective, you got your perspective. You know, oh, I grew up this way. You know, it reminds me of, I don't know if anybody watches House Hunters. It's a show on HGTV. And they will, you know, couples will go around looking at houses to buy. And many times the husband will want, or one partner will want a ranch because that's what they grew up in. And the other one will say, well, no, I grew up in a Victorian, so I want a Victorian. They want what they had when they were little. And I find that funny. I also wondered, do you only want that if you grew up in a good home? Do you want the opposite if you didn't? You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what I feel here. So, you know, we both want the harmonious home. We just want it in different ways. It's kind of like the same thing we were talking about before. Different perspectives to end up at the same place anyway. But this Queen of Swords seems to be in real doubt over it. She could just recommend the way, or she could just be here really talking about the way people are communicating. Let's go over the Nine of Swords now with that. It's a lot of cards, but they're face up. Alright, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I realize the sun's coming in the way it is. Look at that, we have the Ten of Pentacles. You know, so you have the Ten of Cups and you have the Ten of Pentacles present in your reading. The Ace of Pentacles taking you to the Ten of Pentacles. What that tells me is I have to be willing to start at the beginning, right? Because ultimately it's about the journey and not so much about the outcome. So I got to be willing to start at the beginning. That's where my abundance grows. Three of Wands. Optimistic, positive energy. Believing it's so. Believing it's so, therefore I make movement through that energy. Queen of Wands. She's our very intuitive queen. She's the one who doesn't think it to death. She's movement. And yes, she is. There's that Ace of Wands. You know, with the Three of Wands here in the middle, it's almost like you don't have to picture it all. You don't have to plan it all. You only have to move forward. For some of you, maybe that's what you're doing. You want to see from A to Z. I want to see it now. I want guaranteed that it's going to work. Well, how can anyone guarantee anyone anything? Because, you know, you could decide to be very loving and one blossom opens up, or you can decide to hang on to, you know, be closed off. Well, then, I don't know, does another blossom open? I guess you still get a blossom, right? It still opens up. It just opens up over here. So, you know, we're constantly readjusting. It's like your GPS. You know, make an illegal or make a legal U-turn. Where? I can't. Make a legal U-turn. I can't. Make a legal U-turn. It's knowing I can have it all. You know, because you're the co-creator of it all. Okay, so, you know, the fear is that I can't. The fear is that I'm trying to see the whole picture. I'm trying to plan the whole picture, and I'm being advised you really can't. Just plan your next couple steps. I mean, you can prepare your future by your energy right now, today. I think we talked about that earlier. If not, I talked about it in your last reading. The energy you put into anything really is going to determine what's coming in the future, right? I don't know how it couldn't. So we're creating right now, whether we want to or not, I guess. Okay, let's keep going. Let's pick up some of these cards. I don't want it to get too messy. And I've been wanting to go down to this King of Pentacles and Justice. So we're going to go there right now. Oh, wait a minute. I just jumped over the Six of Wands and the Princess of Pentacles. But I'm going to go ahead and do that because I'm being drawn down here. Alright, King of Pentacles, Justice. Both are very strong energies in the reading. Here comes the Empress. Here's the connection. So our Empress, which is you, in the beginning of the reading, coming in towards this King of Pentacles. Whether that be physically or just the energy of the universe knowing that you're open to this now. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she's open to it, he's open to it, and energy flows that direction. You know, Eight of Wands to me is beautiful confirmation that I manifest. It is what I think about, I bring about. This is through beautiful, loving, nurturing. This is, you know, this is knowing who you are. And then bringing your love in. But this is knowing all your qualities, you know. This is living from your best qualities. And accepting your worst. It's just a nice balance. Remember, we had Justice before the Hangman up here. So something doesn't come in, something doesn't move until balance is found first. Well, we always have to find the balance within us first. And maybe you just think you're not going to, but you totally can. Anyways, there it is, thing coming together. I mean, don't get me wrong, this person certainly is putting thoughts out in the universe about you. We have the Eight of Swords, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm really looking at justice, adding justice into the mix now, down here. You know, I feel like someone is just, you're worried. You know, can I be what I want? Can I be the energy that I want returned to me? You know, can I be sweet and kind and loving and sensual and everything? Because that's what I want for my partner. But can I be that also? So you're worried about that. Can I be? You know, the answer is yes. You just have to find it within yourself. And again, I feel like, and you know, do you have to rush this? I don't think so. I feel, you know, when you're ready, you're ready. But stop telling yourself that you can't do things. Stop telling yourself negative things, okay, because it's affecting you. And it kind of holds you in place. And you don't want to be held in places, but it's not a good place to be, right? So this is, you know, this is affirmations. You don't have to do affirmations. You know, I don't really do I do a few, but it can help focus your mind, though. So, anyway, can I be what I want to come back to me? Yes, you absolutely can. And Scorpio, you're the best at it. I don't know. You know, unless you're hurt. And then, whoa, watch out. But, hey, someone gets that flip side. You know, this wheel was back out again, too. And I feel like the wheel is just saying, you know, this is about universal energy, too. Right? Kind of being guided along the path. At least you're being illuminated to the different paths that you yourself choose. King of Cups. Could be your energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But this is also the energy of someone who has an open heart. This talks about love. Seeking. You know, this person may be seeking love themselves. And the High Priestess. Definitely looking at the energy I'm putting out. That energy being heard, right? This is more of like a spiritual turnaround, a spiritual turnabout. Less in my head, more in my gut, type of thing. Following that spark. You know, that's what helps move you. You know, it's guidance. It's guidance. They're like, it's like little pangs and little triggers and little to like, boop, okay, oh, maybe I should go that way. Boop, oh, you know, oh, maybe I should call, you know, maybe I should call my mother. That type of thing. Just keep following them because they'll keep coming and they'll lead you in the right direction. Okay. If you're unsure, because I can see being unsure here. Okay. See what the Queen of Wands wants to do. We have Temperance, card of Sagittarius. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Sun card. Beautiful. Also a card of Leo. This is, temperance, if nothing else, is knowing that your path is being guided. You're being helped. As you ask for help, you receive help. So ask for it. This is illumination also. Some of you may be pulled intuitively back to a place, back to something that holds good memories for you. Maybe pulled back to that. Okay, revisit it in some way. I'm not sure. I need to go back just real quick because I feel like there may be a couple of you who we talked earlier about divorce or court. I feel like some of you, it may be, you may be fighting for custody, that type of thing. And ultimately, I keep saying, oh, I just saw the Ace of Cups. Could that mean I can finally confirm that there's some twin flame energy here? I also want to say, Scorpio, if you're feeling bored, there's some new things out there for you that may grab your attention, like learning, like getting this urge to learn like astronomy or astrology all of a sudden, and then doing it. You may be moving into a period where you can really comprehend what you're reading or hearing so much easier. It then becomes part versus just kind of like bouncing off. The Ten of Wands. So coming out on that Seven of Wands, showing me, again, the energy of having enough, had enough. It's energy moving on though. Ten of Wands is about the end of that. The heaviness, the maybe heavy responsibility. Sometimes a responsibility that I didn't ask for, but ended up on my shoulders anyway. I have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So we have the King and the Queen of Cups now, and the energy of coming together. I have the Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Did I already see these cards? No. Six of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Hierophant. Can I say the Hierophant and the Four of Wands here? Talking about two people eventually, right, coming together. It may be the beginning, but that's okay. It's where we're supposed to start. Even if I've known this person for 20 years, it's about opening up to a new way of being. Just what gets everything flowing here. Anyway, the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. Well, hello. I mean, could you be getting married in the future? I think so. I definitely think so. And I like this one because this is, it's everything. This is a real grounded type of energy. And I'm living through my spirituality. And I'm enjoying my earthly time here. I'm not above the enjoyment. No, that's part of it. This is knowing that you're with the right person. Just, it. Whatever happened before this, it was meant. It was, you wouldn't change a thing because of where you end up. Okay. So it can feel like hell now. In a period of time, you look back and the pain of it's all gone. Everything's gone because You're where you know you're meant to be. So then you understand. You understand it that much better. You have the energy of the Six of Swords following it. So this is clear, free energy. This is willing to move beyond the ego. This is moving beyond the ego. I thought I was holding the wrong car up. I got the sun all of a sudden. I can't see. This is just setting it all down. I'm understanding that I don't need to hang on to all this crap. Like, I'm hanging on to every bad thing that's ever happened to me. And what the hell? I need to just let it go. What the hell? It's like cleaning your house. It's like selling your items that you don't use and getting them out of the house. It's a freedom. It's a new way of breathing. So don't knock it until you try it. I don't know why I just said that. And I think I'm going to leave it there. So ultimately, this is about starting a day and building as we go. And maybe being open to these little avenues that we meet. It reminds me of like the daddy long leg and the different legs. We can choose all these different legs. Creating through the positivity, right? Finding the balance within you. Then kind of puts the gate down and lets you go through. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Always the most interesting readings. Always, always, always. I just love them. So thank you for the honor of letting me do them. Thank you for your subscribes, guys. Thank you for, make sure you hit that notification bell if you would. Thank you for your beautiful comments. Thank you for, and you remember, your comments help build other people. Sometimes somebody's at the beginning at a path, because we're all on similar paths. So somebody's at the beginning and they can see through our energy that things do move on. You can give them a sense of hope. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the beautiful donations. Just thank you for everything. Have a wonderful month of September. And remember, these readings are timeless. So whenever you're drawn to it, you're drawn to it. And just accept that. You know what I mean? Because different messages open up. I have everybody tell me that. I watched it again at the end of the month, and I heard completely different messages. So, and I know that's how my readings go. When you get a personal reading from me, I always say that. Don't just watch it once, because new messages, it's like your ears will hear it at different times. So, yeah. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Little birdie saying bye.